Welcome back to Miles Offit. Today we're talking about Crystal Palace, the Selhurst boys, John.
Or Crystal, as our good friend Dylan refers to them.
Yeah, pretty weird. Not
but
gonna
not,
lie.
But not
we love
that.
them.
We do love them.
AJ Wood, let me hold that beat.
They finished 12th last year in the Prem, 11, 15, and 12. 50 goals for, 46 against for a positive 4-goal difference. Home record, 7, 8, and 4. That's pretty impressive, honestly, for a mid-table team. 29 points. Only lost those 4 games. Away, 4, 7, and 8. They needed some work away from Selhurst Park. Only 19 points there for them. But, John, they're exciting. They had a little bit of a rejuvenation last year. Tell us what their strengths are.
Yeah, strengths, they have a ton. They're fun, they're exciting. Like, they are the young team in the Premier League that I want to see take another step. Like, actually maybe get top 10. Like, I think that'd be so awesome. Not because they're my bogey team and my second favorite team, but because I actually like some of the pieces they have on their squad now. Viera, we've mentioned him before. We think he's a good coach? Question mark. I think he's a pretty good coach. Former NYCFC guy, former Nice manager. I think he's really reinvigorated the team. Last year, fewest goals conceded, fewest defeats, second most goals scored, second highest points total, and first positive goal difference since being in the Premier League. It was a great year across the board. And then, as always, the main man, Wilfried Zaha. He is still the main man. He's always going to be the main man. He is Mr. Crystal Palace.
Always.
He is going to lead Eze, Elise, Mateta, and Gui, the big goalie for Palace.
Gehi?
So it's Mark Gui. Gui.
It's Gehi. Mark Gehi.
It's Gui. This is what you get when you get two white guys on a podcast talking about people from other places. But yes. But yes, I think it's exciting. It's a bunch of talent, and Zaha leads it.
Is Patrick Viera forever and always in our hearts, and he can do no wrong for kicking that shitty little Everton fan? Not because it's Everton.
No, it's because it's talk shit, get hit. That's the motto. That's the motto of the NAFTA podcast and Miles Offit. Talk shit, get hit. If you don't want to deal with the consequences, don't do the crime. Type shit. But not really don't do the crime, because prison reform needs to happen too. But like, talk shit, get hit. That's where we're at.
All right.
Perfect. So
calm down a little bit.
Outside of the strengths, we got some weaknesses. I mean, no team's perfect. Michael, what are some of Crystal Palace's weaknesses?
No team is perfect, John. They have to work it.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
100%.
Yeah.
By that, I mean they have an exciting 11. If they get a few injuries, though, they are fucked.
With the capital F.
I don't know how else to say it. It could go downhill pretty quick. Again, these mid-table teams we're talking about, for the most part, depth is a huge one. Mm-hmm. They looked really good last year, obviously, so it's not really a matter of like people aren't performing well. Gallagher is gone, so they're going to have to replace him, an attacking midfielder, a creative attacking midfielder. He obviously was a big piece of that. And right back, Nathaniel Klein, is he the guy, or is the Wan-Bissaka... Am I reading this right? The Wan-Bissaka comeback rumor real?
The Bissaka show's back.
John.
I think so.
John, I got some advice for you.
Yeah.
You never go back. You never go back to the X.
Yeah, but when
Crystal
the X
Palace,
was...
Wan-Bissaka, you don't go back.
When the X was that good for them, I think, and you don't have a ton of money, maybe you do go back to the X.
She liked going to Applebee's at 2 for $20, and now you're pinching pennies a little bit, but she appreciated the 2 for $20.
Your current girlfriend,
I understand it.
Got the real expensive taste, and she was balling on a budget for you, and you guys were doing it together.
She wants to go to Rooftop Bar. Oh man, Rooftop Bar. That's money, man.
That's
Can't
the club.
Do that.
Anyway, yeah, I needed your take on this, because Klein's a Liverpool guy. Like, can he do a job for them?
I mean, he's serviceable for sure. Like, he's a professional, you know.
Yeah. Maybe that's what they need.
Is he Is he like gonna be long term? No, he was long term like 8 years ago when he was like literally our best defender. Not anymore though.
Yeah. So Gallagher's gone. Klein's
Gone.
Not. He's gonna do a job. Sounds like they got some holes. Depth, always. Depth, and consistency. That's how you talk about mid-table teams. Michael, where should they be buying in this transfer window?
Well, let's talk first about who they brought in.
Mm-hmm.
They brought in Sam Johnstone, goalkeeper from West Brom. That's pretty good. I'm not a big Guaita fan. Guaita. I'm also not a huge Sam Johnstone fan either. So I'm kind of torn a little bit between two people I don't necessarily love.
Do two wrongs make a right for you? Is what you need to ask yourself.
I don't think so. They got Czech Decore from Lens. This is a big signing for them.
Shut down, eh?
Man's never been in marquee when it's shut down, eh? Trust me, daddy.
CDM.
Dude, I think he could be legit good. 22 years old. Obviously, again, that's like the prime age to buy players.
Yep.
Get a little, upward trajectory, make some money off them if they don't stay for long term.
Yep.
And then they got Ebiowi, a right winger. If I'm definitely saying that wrong, from Derby County. 18-year-old, probably not in the plans right now, but probably a good little like backup, good little guy to get some time here and there. But where they should be buying, we already talked about it. Right back, they need a right back. Mm-hmm. And then center mid, striker potentially. If you don't think Mateta is the option there, I'm not 100% sure. But you have some stuff written down, so I'm gonna let you.
You want me to go first? Here. Yeah. So you do a really good job at picking defenders to step in and who should potentially be purchased. So I let you do it.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you have is defender. I went ahead and I did a center mid and a striker, and I got a little unique with it, at least on this one. And then I realized that I do the same shit over and over again, where I just try to find people who aren't going to get time in the Premier League and then swap teams for them. So these are the two I found, and I think they're going to be doing me a favor by taking them. Do I think this is totally realistic? Probably not, but I think it'd be a lot of fun to do a double loan dip. We don't see it often, but it's a double loan dip for a couple of...
City boy!
James McAtee, 19, center attacking mid. 46 Prem 2 games in his career. He's got 26 goals and 16 assists. And he's recently been linked to Brighton and Hove Albion and Hud. I think that he could maybe step in here, be an exciting guy to fill at least part of the Gallagher role. And then the second guy is Liam Delap. And he's played 32 Prem 2 games. He's got 32 goals and 8 assists. He's recently been linked with Burn. Do I think that's probably a better move for him? Maybe. But do I want to see both these guys compete in 36 games in the Premier League? Just they can't play against City? Please, no. Yes, I would love to see them putting on the blue and red stripes for my second favorite team. I'd probably go get a double dip in jerseys as well. So that's my pick.
Damn. Do you think they're like gonna be able to like play in the Prem?
Yeah, I actually think they're.
You think they're good enough? You think they're good enough right now?
I know it's a stretch. I know they're both 19 or 20. I know it's a stretch, but I didn't want to create a TV show or a YouTube show to say the vanilla shit. I'm giving you the hot takes, and you know what happened when we give you the hot takes? You know what happens?
Dude, that actually is fucking true.
J-Links goes to Forest. Shit. Yeah. So
I thought it would never happen on this show, but we
Hot Take City. Hot Take City.
All right.
Book it.
All right, I'm going to give you my defender pick then,
Mm-hmm.
mainly because I love saying his name, even though I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but in my brain, this is how you say it.
Yep.
Milan Fabrizio Van Ewijk.
Love it.
Van Ewijk.
Yeah.
Right back, right mid from Heerenveen. He's just versatile. Again, we talk about it all the time. Versatility. He's young. He's gonna. You can even have him sit behind Klein this last year, and whoever else, Jeffrey Schlupp can play the wingback positions, and just let him get a year. Kind of like integrate him into those games, and then I think you have a guy that's gonna be your right back for the next 4 years. And a lot of the times, actually, I mean, it would suck if he's not Dutch. I have to imagine the Van Iwijk is Dutch, right?
I mean,
probably pretty safe bet.
Let's do no research and just put it out there.
Okay, if he's Dutch, a lot of the Dutch players have a pretty good history of defending, like good defenders. So I love this. Like, you know, he plays the national team, gets to see the defenders that are there. I think this is a great pickup for them if they can get him. And then I'll indulge in your little City double dip.
Yeah, and I think I also just did the City double dip because I do think we stated earlier. I think bring back Wan-Bissaka. Why not? Who cares? Just do it. Who cares? Anyway,
I don't love it. I think Van Iwijk. I think Van Iwijk is cooking you home cooked meals that are like he's making them from scratch. Yeah. I don't think you even have to go to Applebee's. You're not wasting the gas. You're not wasting the you're getting a little steak for $20. That's
Van Iwijk.
Van Iwijk.
All right.
That's 100% not it, but I want it to be so bad.
We're plugging the holes. We're talking to you about where they need to buy. Michael, this team that we're so high on, so excited about, love the coach. Where do you have them finishing this year?
All right, you can say this about literally any team without injuries, blah blah blah, and like continue on. I truly do think though, if Palace does not suffer like massive injuries to like 2 or 3 injuries to like real key players for long periods of time, I think they're a 10-12 team.
Yeah. I love that. I think at the top of this, we were talking about how we want them to push towards the top 10, and that's where I got them. I got 10. I'm right there with you. We say this all the time on the NAFTA podcast, and now we're saying this all the time here. You're going to hear depth all the time. Basically, you're going to hear depth from every team that didn't finish 4th and up, I feel like, is going to be a key issue. But on the podcast, we talk about consistency all the time. And I think they are a couple of rungs below where they need to be consistently to be a top 10 team. And I'm hoping that this year they can make that jump and get in there. So I got them 10. I'm excited to watch them. Honestly, except for when they play City, they're like one of my favorite teams to actually sit down and watch a game on the weekend. So pumped for it.
Right.
That's Palace. Like, subscribe, share this.
Boom.
Send it to someone you don't like. Send it to someone you do like. Give us your thoughts. Do you love Zaha? I love Zaha. Michael loves.
Tag
Michael
Milan.
loves Zaha.
Tag Milan Van Iwijk, please.
Yeah, and ask him if we're saying his name totally incorrectly, because I'm sure that we are.
I'm gonna look it up. It's gonna be super wrong. I don't want to look it up actually. I just want it to be the case.
All right. See you guys.